Welcome back to another video on emotional awareness when it comes to depression. And again, these videos hopefully help to increase your awareness of what is going on internally and maybe externally, and then decrease those heavy feelings that we have. Obviously, we need to honor them. They're there for a reason. They let us know what's going on with ourselves and maybe externally what's going on. So we don't ever want to not feel them. We just may want to decrease how heavy they can be at times, or how they hold us back in some areas of our lives. So that way we can increase the healthier behaviors. We can increase where we want to go in life, who we want to be, and the vision that or the version that we see of ourselves in the future. And so for this video, it's going to be on what am I feeling, some emotional check-ins. So if you're here, it means you're ready to deepen your connection with your emotional self. And that is really a big deal, especially when you're living with depression or any heavy feeling. In today's episode, we're going to be getting more practical, right? Because sometimes naming what you're feeling isn't just hard, it can feel impossible. And everything may blur together. And you don't know if you're sad, if you're mad, if you're tired, angry, or maybe you're just done altogether with the day, maybe even the week or the month, depending on how it's going, right? And that's okay. You're not broken. You're just missing a few tools. And we were going to guide you through how to check in with your emotions in a way that's simple, gentle, and doable, even on your lowest days. So where can we do this in the areas in our life to do our emotional check-ins? Understand, what am I feeling? Well, we can start with low mood versus low energy. Let's start small. Let's ask one basic question. Am I feeling a low mood today? Am I feeling a low energy? Or am I feeling both of those? When you're depressed, the difference can be subtle, but naming it gives you a clearer picture. So low mood is emotional, right? It's sadness, hopelessness, irritability, guilt. Low energy is physical, brain fog, fatigue, disinterest, heaviness. You might be feeling emotionally okay, but completely drained, or emotionally down, but physically restless. Why does this matter? Well, when you know what kind of low you're dealing with, you can support yourself more effectively. You don't treat exhaustion the same way you would treat despair. Try these mini check-ins. Mood, 1 to 10. How heavy do I feel emotionally? And for energy, 1 to 10, again for a scale. And how drained do I feel physically? No judgment, just observation. These are really good to actually do on a continuous daily basis with whatever emotion you struggle with, or whatever you struggle with in life. And of course, if you have a child that is struggling with depression or anxiety or anger issues, it's great to do a check-in with them as well, just observational, again, no judgment, to kind of understand where we are. Then we start digging deeper into what triggered it, why we're feeling this way. So what other area of our life can we do this emotional check-in on? What am I feeling? Well, we can dig one layer deeper. What's beneath the mood? So next, ask yourself, if I had to name one emotion under this, what might it be? This isn't about forcing clarity, of course. It's about experimenting with language. And if sad feels too general of a term for you, try words like lonely, grieving, disappointed, shamed, numb, or powerless. This is where an emotional wheel becomes your best friend. It helps you move beyond the basic sad, mad, and glad categories and find something more specific that actually feels really true to your situation. And emotional wheels, you just type in on the internet, a bunch of images come up, and of course there's AI now for us. So whatever AI tool you utilize, you could ask it to create an emotional wheel for you, and it will do just that. So even if you're not 100% sure, take a guess, saying, right now, I might be feeling whatever, right? It's a huge step toward emotional awareness. This creates a habit of curiosity, not perfection. So what's another area where we can start discussing what am I feeling and emotional check-ins? Well, one sentence, practice the one sentence emotional check-in. So we're going to simplify it even more with the one sentence. Perhaps your only job today, or you can use this whenever you're feeling the heavy emotions, even when we're feeling light emotions as well, or happy emotions. Sometimes happy emotions can overwhelm us too. Say or write one sentence that starts with, right now I feel. That's it. No pressure to fix, solve, or explain. Right? Some examples are, right now I feel heavy and disconnected. Right now I feel angry and I don't know why. Right now I feel nothing, and that scares me. Even I don't know what I feel is a valid answer. Because if we don't know how many different types of emotions are out there to really add to the situation we're in, to really describe it, then of course you wouldn't know what you feel. And there's a variety of things. And of course, if we're not really connecting a situation to our feelings or to our reactions, then we wouldn't know what we feel, because we haven't taken that step to understand the connection that occurs there. So the more often you do check-ins, the more fluent you become in your own emotional language. And the more fluent you are, the less anxiety and depression that they get to run the show behind the scenes. So try keeping a simple journal or note on your phone for these one sentence check-ins. Over time, you'll begin to spot patterns and gain power over your internal world. And really, this is the basics of what a lot of times I teach kids when they don't understand their emotions, or like why they're angry all the time, or why they react so much when their parents tell them to do a job. We start digging into whys. Why behind this are we feeling this? Why does this upset us so much? Or not just angry or not wanting to do something around the house, it's obviously depression or anxiety. And we really start digging into that situation beforehand, what occurred, what we thought, what were the feelings. And this starts helping us to like I said, have emotional language, to have more understanding, so we can now take control of our situations and our reactions, maybe not full situations, but our reactions to the situations, and we can start guiding those reactions the way we want to guide them. So to recap on this video, we start small, right? We ask low mood or low energy or both. We go one layer deeper. What emotion might be hiding under the surface? You can name multiple emotions, that's really great, but if we can only need to start with one for right now. And practice one sentence a day. Right now, I feel what? This isn't about fixing your depression overnight. It's about building a relationship with yourself, one word, one pause, and one breath at a time. So in the next video, I'll explore how to track your emotions without judgment. So you begin to see patterns, triggers, and emotional cycles that may be quietly influencing your mental health. So now we're on to the section that's one of my favorite. It's the comment section, right? Where you get to comment on how you're feeling. Do you understand what you're feeling? Have you been able to go one layer deeper? Or do you do the one sentence emotional check-in already? Or do you struggle with this? Are you just really sad and you're unsure why you're really sad? Or even if like anxiety or anger and you're unsure where this comes from, are you starting to take the steps to really handle this and understand where it comes from? And how are you doing this? So drop a comment below and let's get the conversation started. So here's the next section that I like. I have created a few journals and a children's book. So in a world that moves too fast, what if you could create space to come home to yourself and help your children do the same? Start with the heart. That's my self-love, discipline, and discovery journal, where it's a guided path to clarity, purpose, and showing up for the life that you truly want. And when anxiety rises, meet yourself with compassion. Should be nothing else that we're meeting ourselves with. The Anchored in Kindness journal helps calm your nervous system, understand your patterns, and find peace, one breath and one page at a time. And for the little hearts you love the most, meet Luna and Braven the Lion, a magical story that helps children find their courage, listen to their hearts, and trust their own glowing spark. It's a story of bravery, self-trust, and emotional wisdom. And at the very end, there's worksheets for your little ones to kind of help discover some stuff about themselves on their that could help them in the end. Be on the lookout as well for more journals and children's books to come. If you liked this video, of course, comment, share with somebody who may need this for their own depression, and repost. Hope you all have a good day.